Hello everyone, I'm Milo and welcome to my town. Welcome to the second episode of the Luigi Strategy in Mario Kart Tour. This time around I'm gonna approach this in an off-script way. I do have some key points that I want to talk about, but let's get into it. So, last time, the previous episode, we pretty much discussed my entire history within the game and a bit of how the Luigi Strategy came to be and what I have been doing with it this year. I do want to keep talking about more topics about how I approach the game and all of that. So, to begin this episode, I've already recorded and I will play it now. The way that I actually track my own inventory. I use one of the community spreadsheets that are made. So I recorded a small video showing how I do it and how you can do it too. So I'll play that right now and then we'll come back with more Luigi topics. So I'm gonna show you how I track my coverage. Even though it's the Luigi Strategy, I do want to showcase some stuff of my overall game strategy. So right now we're in my computer. So you may know, if you played Mario Kart Tour for a while, that there are several tools or spreadsheets, sometimes mobile apps or web apps, that people have done to help players track their coverage and get some information out of the game. I think I showed this part that shows the total coverage for courses, and I said that I was close to 100% in the first episode. So this is where it comes from. So this is a spreadsheet that it used to be run by the Reddit user Aloysius. This is the person that made it initially, but I think they were too busy, so they dropped it. And then this person, Spinach Pants, they picked it back up, and they've been maintaining it for it may be over a year now. I don't remember, for several months now. But this was the original creator. Okay. If you want to find it, I usually just go to their Reddit user. I'll leave it in the comment in the description. But he makes a post every tour. What he's doing now is he has a domain here that leads to the latest spreadsheet. So right now this is the Bangkok spreadsheet, and I have the Piranha plan. Okay, so if I go here right now, this is the URL. As you can see, well, it's in Spanish, but right now it's the Piranha plan. So you can create a copy from the link, and that will save you into your Google Drive. You need a Google account for this, and then I have it here. So let me just go back. I have all of mine in here. I usually just name them after the tour, and if I sort them here for last modified, they should oh yeah, right. So here it started in the wedding tour, Paris tour, Frost, and if you go chronologically, this should be all of the tours. Last one being the Piranha tour. So you can do this if you want. You can put dates. This is just how I do it. And in a way, if I go back to all of this, I can see procedurally how my inventory has been changing, because I've been keeping track of it. This is if you want to do it. Okay? And ever since, well, it's just new, but I've started taking a Luigi one just from the Bangkok tour. And I have only the Luigi items here, so as you can see, I have the pretzel, the candlelight flight. Oh, sorry, what? The pepper foil. Here I have the Luigi oats, the cards. So I'm only tracking those, and this is basically letting me see just with the Luigi items what do I have. I included the Super Luigi and Baby Luigi as well, because I guess they kind of count. So as you can see here, for example, Luigi's Mansion T, I have level 8, this is fully maxed Luigi, mine is already maxed. Green Lighting and Green Purple. This is like a full level 6 coverage. And I believe that I should have level 6 high-end Luigis in here. The Luigi's Mansion track have a lot of Luigi, so here I can see, for example, this one, Koopa Cape T. I have a full level 6 coverage on this one. I did it mainly because of this. I haven't done it yet, but I'm gonna sort them to see how many full level 6 tracks do I have. According to this, I have 22 tracks that are full, so okay. Of course, that's not all of my inventory. If you go to the actual one, this is my entire inventory. So as you can see, you put the levels in here of the items. You can put the the base point value if you want, and they will do a calculation to tell you what's better. I personally don't do it, but you can do it if you want. It's just an extra effort, and I know what my stuff isn't capped. So as you can see here, here's my actual coverage. You can see some of the holes in here, mainly in cities. If you scroll here in the first page, this is for any course. But if you don't care about cities, then this is not city. As you can see, I have 209 out of 211. This is for Bangkok. All drivers, only missing one kart and one glider. The glider would be in Choco Island 1RT, which is not a common track. And the kart would be in Water Shipyard. Okay. I'm not gonna really teach you about this spreadsheet. I'll show like the basics. So as you can see here, you can see the coverage. As you can see the highest level for each course. I don't really think that's super useful, but if you wanna check, maximum level sorted. Highest level for each city. Okay, I mainly care about this one, honestly. Here you can see the tour coverage. Basically they chart it so you can see exactly in each tour in the available cups how is your inventory looking. These don't count for cup boosts if I'm not mistaken, so just keep that in mind. Here they show you some stats if you should pull. I don't really know about this. I don't really notice. This tab allows you to see the best available stuff. Basically, if you were to get some items, how many tracks you would gain. Since I am very close to 100% coverage, then it's just giving you one. But let's say if you don't have anything, then this should show you which is the item that has the most tracks. And here when it says yes, it means if it's available in pipes. That's either if it's in normal rotation or if it's currently spotlight or in a special pipe. Best garbage sort of tells you what are the best items to upgrade to get in coverage. Since level 8 dropped, then I have a lot of stuff in here, but okay. Level of course basically tells you if you have any items that if you leveled up. For example here, if I had the sweet right... Wait, do I have this? First, let's see, Mario Smashes, which is level 1 for me. If I leveled it to level 3, so 2 times, I would get a Choco Island 1RT. It just tells you that basically. This doesn't matter anymore because they changed that. Now here's the important part, and the changelog is just the creator documenting what they changed. Usually it's updated for the tour. I think they update the spreadsheet 3 times during a tour. At the beginning, on the special pipe drops, and when the second pipe drops. I usually only care about getting it at the beginning of the tour, because what I want to know is the item buffs and the new items under coverage, nothing more. Now of course, since the creator is just human, there can be some mistakes, so sometimes there might be buffs that aren't reflecting or stuff like that. If you notice any, you can comment them on the thread and the creator might fix them. It's just sometimes mistakes just happen, and I'm a programmer actually, but I've never really delved into Excel, so I don't know how they do all of this. It's probably not that pretty, so mistakes can happen, just keep that in mind. Usually what I would do before I didn't have too many items is I would compare the covers from one tour to another, and if it made sense, if I gained tracks, if I decreased in tracks, then something is wrong. So you can go and see what the issue is. But okay, so this helps me see my coverage and my inventory. Sometimes it helps me decide what to get. For example, on the cat tour of this year, the one with Baby Park, I saw that getting the Wonderful Wings gave me like 2 or 3 new tracks, so I went for it. And it paid off a little bit. Even though they're level 1 and I'm not leveling them up, I would rather have the coverage than not having it. Okay, I'm gonna show you how I feel this. So this is the Piranha Plant Tour. Today the Ocean Tour started, but I forgot to do this before, so it's a good time to do it now. So the way I feel this is, you saw that you can import the inventory in this tab. I'm gonna show you how I do it. So I go here, this in the first tab, I copy everything, so all of the levels of the characters and their names. I scroll all the way down. Okay, so here at the end of the gliders, you grab these 2 columns, and I hit Ctrl C, So that copies it. Then I open, this is important, I open up a text editor. I personally use Notepad++, and I paste them in here. The reason for this is because when you copy the spreadsheet, it comes formatted. So if you just paste it, it's gonna be wrong. Here it removes the format. So the way this works is it has, well, it has the name of the card, and it has a tab, a tabulation, which is the key on the keyboard that has like 2 arrows going to its side. I'm gonna put a screen right now. It's not just a regular space. And it has a tab and then the number. And if I had copied this one, the uncap, it should be there as well. So just to keep that in mind, it's gonna have the item, tabulation, and the level. And in case you don't have a specific item, it just has item, tabulation, and nothing. Then after I paste it here, I copy it again, because now it has no format, and then I just paste it in here, in the new one. And that will start to populate the new one. It might take a while because it needs to do a lot of calculations, but the values will get ported here, and then this starts filling up. So I'll just give it some time to do that. In the meantime, I also made the Luigi one. Sorry, this is the Luigi for the Piranha Plant Tour, so I haven't filled it yet. And I do have a different one. Since I only have these items, I should be able to just copy these ones and paste them in here. It doesn't matter that it's not all the items. I'm pretty sure what it's doing is it's picking up the name and the level, and then it tries to map them in here. You don't necessarily have to have all the items, just the ones that you care about. But as I told you, the method that I use involves copying everything and then pasting it. So I'll just give it some time for it to finish. Okay, so as you can see, they slowly start filling up, and eventually I'm gonna start getting the colors to show the coverage here. Just like that, as you saw. So green means we have the coverage, and green here means the track is fully covered. Yellow means it's missing something, and I think if you have it in red, which of course I don't have any, it means you're missing everything from top shelf. So this is basically my main spreadsheet. And for the Luigi one, which I assume is less, as you saw, it worked. So even though I only put these items, it mapped them correctly. Okay, so I don't know what happened here, but after I recorded, my audio was corrupted. So I'll just do a voiceover here. What I was saying is that whenever you want to reflect some change in your inventory, like a new item or some investment level up, you can update the spreadsheet. So in this case, in this tour, in the Piranha Tour, the pretzel glider wasn't ranked, so I took the chance to take it to level 6. So in this case, all you need to do is to replace the level 1 or whatever you have with the new level. Then just give it some time for this spreadsheet to update. Let me take a screenshot. So you'll see that we have 24 courses, and specifically for glider we have 78 covered. So after it ends, it might be different. If we want to compare it to it here, which is the previous one, oh, is that right? Let me see. There I have the pretzel here. Yeah, apparently in the previous tour I only had 69 tracks with the Luigi gliders in Bangkok, but here in the Piranha I got 9 somehow. And that was before the level up. I don't know if it's any change, but okay, it updated now. So as you can see, we had 78 and now we actually have 80. I assume it's the ones from level 3 and 6. And that got me 2 full courses of coverage too, just with Luigi items. So basically, for any other item that you want to update the coverage, you can do it like that. And that allows you to see your inventory. So as I said, this is only with Luigi items, mainly for the purposes of tracking the stuff that I have. But of course you also have the full one for any other stuff that's in your inventory. Anyway, I just wanted to showcase that. Basically this is how I track my stuff. And I do it every tour, right? So if you do it like me, like here that I've been doing it for a while, then you can keep a track historically on your inventory. It's not very graphically pretty, but you can kind of track it like that. if you maintain it, of course. You have to put the effort. If you have never done it, I guess just go into your game and start getting into your characters and fill them out. And eventually when you already have it ready, like here, all you need to do is copy and paste like I showed you. Well, I did this on a Windows, so maybe on a Mac or on phone it's gonna be a bit different or harder. I definitely recommend you do it in a computer because the Excel needs some computations. Of course this is on the web, but in a phone it might take more time. Well, I guess that was it for this part. I hope it was useful, and I'll resume with the next part of the video. Okay, so that's that. Now you can know how I track my personal coverage and how you can do it too. And I thought about making the Luigi one to see basically what the strategy is bringing to the table. Okay, so surprisingly it's been about 2 months since the last episode, so 4 tours have happened, and I thought it was probably a good point to give an update to my whole situation, probably every 2 months. If a Luigi alt ends up releasing before another 2 months have passed for the next video, I will likely make a video on that point, because it would be a point where I can introduce what a new Luigi means and what additions those bring to the table, to my inventory, all of that. For now, I want to bring attention to what has happened in my inventory ever since the cat tour. So, you know that in the cat tour I said that I was gonna get the cat Luigi set and get it all to level 6. I did that. Then it came the Metropolitan tour. I'm just gonna give the focus points. During that one, I did end up pulling for the Fast Frank, the Pretzel Glider, and in Pipe 2 the Paintster and the Flying Easel. I uploaded a video about it on my second channel, I'll link it so you can check it out. I ended up going for them in the end because, well, after what I'm doing, these are pretty much the components that I was missing. It was quite funny because after I made the previous video, I said, oh, I'm missing these components, and then they were available to get, so I thought, okay, I might not get this chance again so soon, so I went ahead and went with it. I did run out of rubies by doing that, but oh well. At the very least I got them. I didn't level those components just yet. The most likely that I was going to level up was the Pretzel Glider, which is new. Because it's new, it was what I wanted to level it up possibly. The bad thing is that because it debuted on a city tour, it only had cities to begin with, including the unlockable courses, so that sucks a little bit. For that tour I actually leveled my Super Luigi character. He was I think level 5. I went ahead and took him to the max, so level 8 and triple uncap. He was in the rank up, though I didn't manage to win that one, but still it was to get a better score on it. I'll talk about some of this stuff later. Moving on ahead, in the Piranha tour, which was the previous one, right now we're in the Ocean tour when I'm releasing this video. The Pretzel Glider was in the rank up, and I kind of needed a kicker because I didn't want to miss out on the Piri Piranha Misut. So I went ahead and leveled that one to level 6. I did have the tickets, I keep getting a lot of glider tickets, so I did it level 6 double uncap, and alongside Kimbu, which I also upgraded, but that's unrelated, I managed to get a great score and win that rank. That's it for now. My future plans are still, so as for gliders, I'm only missing to upgrade the Flying Easel. I can upgrade it right now, but I'm gonna hold off for a bit. Maybe if a new Luigi set comes soon, I would be low on tickets for it, so I don't really need it right now, so I'm gonna wait. If it ends up appearing on a rank up that I need it for, then yes, I will go ahead. Besides, I do not think so for now. I have 2 cards missing, which is both the Fast Frank and the Paintster, as I did not have any of them. I can upgrade one of them right now, however if I do I would completely run out of tickets once again, so I would only do it if I really need it, or if not I'm gonna keep saving for a possible future set. As for driver, I am still missing 3, which is Penguin, Lederhosen, both are level 2, and Classic, which is just level 1. I'm not too interested in them right now. If I upgrade the next one it would likely be Lederhosen, but yes, for now it is not a priority for me. I would rather keep saving just in case. Well, and that's the status so far. I showed the coverage thing and I showed the updated stats, so for the time being I think I'm gonna leave it here, just so that the video doesn't run too long. we'll leave it out here for now. I do already have a cool topic to talk about in the next video, so please look forward to it. It will likely happen in about 2 months, unless something weird happens and I might do it earlier. So thank you for watching. I'll leave the episode 1 if you haven't seen it on screen. I'll link some of my other videos if maybe you want to check them out. And I'll link in the description the pulling video for the Metropolitan Tour if you actually want to check that one out. It didn't go quite so well. Well, anyway, I think that's it for this episode. Don't forget, you'll always be welcome in my town. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.